This is tense, guys. Ooh.
Land turn.
Everyone's trying to think about what to do. There's so many restrictions.
Hello there, I'm Carlos, and this is Kingdoms, where all your nerdy dreams come true. In today's episode of Kingdoms and Friends, we have Dylan from Play to Win and Sequeira from Who Brewed This. Our first guest is Dylan from Play to Win. In terms of energy and enjoyment, you'd be hard-pressed to find a better CDH gameplay channel online. In addition to their awesome CDH gameplay videos, they do set reviews, have a podcast, and more on their YouTube channel. You can find them on all the socials too at Play to Win MTG. Our second guest today is Sequeira from Who Brewed This. Sequeira is a graphic designer and top CDH brewmeister. Sequeira and Scoots have a very analytical approach to your average CDH game, comparing new and old CDH decks, all while giving great commentary throughout the game. If you are a CDH aficionado, you need to check out this show. You can also find Sequeira across the socials at Sequeira_brews. You've heard me mention a few times there are some content creators out there that really inspired our group. Dylan and Cam at Play to Win are definitely one of those. The energy and just the fun that they have in their gameplay videos really is infectious, and I'm super grateful for it. With that, let's check out our commanders and our starting hands for our games today. For game 1, Ben from Kingdoms is playing Koll the Forge Master. His starting hand includes Arid Mesa, Sacred Foundry, Impulse Pilferer, Ragavan Nimble Pilferer, Soul Ring, Springleaf Drum, and Jeska's Will. Dylan, from Play to Win, is playing Tevesh Sat, Doom of Fools, and Kraum, Ludovic's Opus. His starting hand includes Badlands, Exotic Orchard, Dark Ritual, Dispel, Heuristic Study, Windfall, with one card mulligan to the bottom. Sequeira, from Who Brewed This, is playing Ardenn, Intrepid Archaeologist, and Tana the Bloodsower, and his starting hand includes Gemstone Caverns, Stomping Ground, Wooded Foothills, Chrome Mox, Enlightened Tutor, Archon of Emeria, and Eldritch Evolution. I am playing Urza, Lord High Artificer, and my starting hand includes 2 islands, Codex Shredder, Cyclonic Rift, Grim Monolith, Winter Orb, and Polymorph. Alright, let's play some CEDH.
Actually, legit pregame stuff.
Yes.
Go for it.
I'm gonna exile Chrome Mox for it.
Draw turn. Play an Arid Mesa. I'm gonna crack it for a plateau, and then I'll play a Soul Ring into a Talisman, and then I'll play the Talisman into a Ragavan. Take 1 damage. With that, I'll pass.
Draw card. I have a Badlands. I'll cast Dark Ritual. Make 3 black. Use one of it to cast Mana Vault. Tap the Mana Vault and use the 2 black for a Tevesh Sat. A +2 Tevesh Sat, go to 6 loyalty and make 2 thralls.
I'm going to Enlightened Tutor on your insta. I'll just play a Wooded Foothills, crack it for Savannah, and then cast the Stony Silence. List 1.
Draw for turn. Play an island. I'll just Codex Shredder and pass.
I will untap and draw. So I shocked in a Sacred Foundry. It took 2 life. I'm going to move to attack phase, and I'm going to swing Ragavan at Sequeira.
So it's a Eternal Witness.
I'm going to go ahead and just cast Koll, and then I will pass the turn.
Untap. I will lose 1 damage from Mana Vault. Go to 39. Draw card. This Exotic Orchard taps for anything, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to +2 and make 2 more thralls. And then I'm just going to pass turn.
Gonna lose 2 to Stomping Ground. Archon of Emeria. Pass.
Untap, draw, play another island. I guess I'll just play into maybe someone getting rid of Stony Silence. Grim Monolith. Pass turn.
Untap, draw. I'll go to attack phase. I'm going to swing at Tevesh.
Yeah, I'll block each.
I'll just tap to play an Impulsive Pilferer. With that, I'll pass the turn.
I will lose 1 from the Mana Vault and draw card. I'm going to +1 the Tevesh and sacrifice the Thrall to draw 2 cards. So let's play this volcanic island that will come into play tapped. Pass, go ahead.
Draw. I'm going to attack Tevesh for 2.
Go to 7.
Play City of Brass, and then cast Tana, losing 1. Pass.
Untap, draw another island, and let's go with a Winter Orb. I'll be done.
Drop turn. And I will swing everything at Tevesh.
I think the biggest one's a 2-power one. I'll block that. Probably Koll, and Tevesh will take 3.
Second main phase, I will play a tapped Spire of Industry, pass the turn.
I'll untap my 1 land, Volcanic Islands, take a damage from Mana Vault, draw a card. I get a luxury suite that's going to come in tapped. I'll cast Ristic Study.
Yeah.
I'm going to +2 Tevesh that, go to 6 loyalty, and make 2 more thralls, and then pass turn.
Only 1 land, draw. Play a Windswept Heath, crack it, losing 1. And then I'm going to just resolve combat. So Ardenn at Tevesh, Tana at Dylan.
Yes, I will take 2 damage, and so will Tevesh.
So I'll make 2 Saplings and then get my land into play. I'll get the 2 Saplings, but it's Carlos's turn if you want to go for it.
Let's untap 2 lands, draw a card, play an island, and...
Oh, it's 2 lands. Wait, I only untapped 1. It's 1 land, not 2. Yeah.
Yep.
Static Card is on top 2 permanents. Winter Orb is on top 1 land.
Yes.
Untap my 1 land, drop turn, and I'll swing everything at Tevesh.
I'll block 2 the 2/2s and take 1.
I'll play just a Mana Vault and pass turn.
Ristic Study trigger.
Yeah, actually, I will pay it. I'll pay it.
Okay. Untap 1 land, lose a life from Mana Vault, draw a card. Tapped Arid Mesa, +2 on Tevesh to make 2 more thralls. Pass turn.
Draw for turn. Play a land. I'll say 4 at Tevesh, 2 at Carlos.
I take it.
Yeah, I'll take it all. Tevesh goes to 1.
I'm gonna pass here.
Tap, draw. I will play an Academy Ruins. Tapped. Pass the turn.
Untap 1 land,
This is tense, guys. Ooh.
land turn.
Everyone's trying to think about what to do. There's so many restrictions. I have no. I'm trying to formulate a plan.
I'll go to combat. I'm gonna swing all at Tevesh.
Yep. Tevesh dies.
Pass.
Take a damage. Untap the Exotic Orchard
Yeah.
and draw for turn. That's not a land. I'll pass.
Okay, untap 1. This 4. Draw for turn. Play a Spire Garden. I'm sending all at Carlos at this point.
How much total?
8. Make 2 Saplings. Pay 1 Skull Clamp, and I'll pass.
Untap a card. Draw a card. I will cast Urza.
Ristic Study trigger.
I won't pay
Just
the
a skull
1.
clamp.
I am gonna respond to Urza with a Pyroblast.
I hate you, Ben.
Sorry.
Ristic Study trigger.
We're all gonna suffer through this together. And
You're gonna rue that.
Ristic Study.
yeah, I'll pay for it.
Pass.
Untap 1 land and all my creatures, and I'll draw for turn. Move to combat step, and I'm gonna swing everything at Carlos except my Pilferer.
Okay, top card is Tangle Wire.
I will not play that. I'll pass turn.
Untap 1 land, lose a damage from Mana Vault, draw a card. I'll cast a Chromox that I think enters untap, but I can't use it,
Yep.
and I'll imprint a Windfall under it. And that's it, pass turn.
Untap. Draw. I'm going to cast Ardenn. Move to combat. Attach Skull Clamp to the Ragavan. Draw 2. So Dylan, I swing everything at you.
I will put 2 toughness in front of Tana. Take 8.
I lose 3 life to play an Emeria Shattered Skyclave. Untapped. Pass.
Untap a land and draw a card. Play an island. Pass the turn.
Move to untap my 1 land, so I'll draw, and this will trigger. I'm gonna be optimistic and search for a Skull Clamp and put it onto the battlefield. I'm gonna go to attack phase. I'm gonna swing 2 at you, Carlos.
All right, I take it.
I'm gonna go ahead and tap 2. Play Goblin Recruiter. I will not pay
So
the
it
extra
costs-
for Ristic. I'll put Goblin Engineer on top, Dockside second from top, and Skirk third from the top. And then, yeah, I'm done with turn. So
I'll untap my 1 land. I will lose a life. Go to 23 and draw a card. I'm going to go to discard. Miscast and Ragavan. Go ahead.
Draw for turn. I'm going to target the Goblin Pilferer with my Skull Clamp.
I'll get a treasure from that.
I draw 2. I swing everything at Dylan.
How many total damage? I have no effects.
So it's 10. Get 2 Saplings. Play a Forest land for turn. Shall I?
Can I draw a card?
No.
I'm going to respond to the Shalai by casting a Cleaved Alchemist Retrieval, which says that I can bounce a permanent that I don't control to its owner's hand, any non-land permanent, and I'm going to try to bounce the Archon of Emeria in response to your other angel, Shalai.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna pass here.
I'll untap a island, draw a card.
Carlos, you say pass?
Yeah.
I will untap my 1 land. Draw turn. I'm going to play Skirk Prospector.
Heuristic Study trigger.
I cannot pay it.
I have a response after the trigger. Mental misstep.
Heuristic Study trigger.
I can't afford to pay.
Okay, dang. All right, that would have been hot.
So what Urza in play, okay?
For sure, we are even. I'll swing 3 at Dylan.
Yeah, I have no effects. I'll take 3.
I will pass the turn.
At your end step, I will Cyclonic Rift the Winter Orb.
Yeah.
I'm gonna untap all my lands, take a damage, draw a card, crack Arid Mesa. Good.
One.
Go to 8. Steam Vents. There we go. Go to 6. I'm going to play my land for turn, City of Brass, untapped, and I'm gonna cast Demonic Tutor. Cast Thassa's Oracle. I got a ETB trigger that I'll hold priority on, lose damage off of the City of Brass, and fire off a Tainted Pact. I'll take this last card, the Red Elemental Blast, exile the rest of my library with 1 card left in it. Thassa's Oracle.
Okay,
Trigger.
so yeah, on the stack, I'm gonna Conic Rift the Heuristic Study.
First, okay.
Heuristic Study trigger.
Yeah, I pay the 1.
We're
And then I'll
surviving.
Pogify your Thassa's Oracle.
I should have just taken the extra card. Why didn't I do that?
Is there ever a time when you wouldn't want to just take all cards?
Because you
Like,
could
if-
force
No, I
somebody
should have. I
to-
should have just
you
done
could
that. I was
force-
just thinking like I just couldn't think of Submerge when I was like thinking like what I should leave. I was thinking I'll just leave an extra card in my library just in case, but that was really stupid. I should have just exiled the whole thing. Man, I played it so well right up to the end. Yeah, you got me. That's so infuriating. Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, it's not. No, I don't mean to. I'm not like tilted or anything
No,
like
yeah,
that. I'm
yeah.
just like, of course.
I
like,
still feel sorry. Yeah.
all this whole
because-
time and I blew it on the end. My bad. All right, sorry guys.
No,
I have
I
no
don't-
more effects, so pass.
Ooh, maybe my not killing Koll out of spite will save us, you know?
Yeah. Let me
I
draw
almost-
1. Okay, I'm losing a life. I'm casting a Finale of Devastation with X equal to. I get a Grand Abolition, then Eldritch sacking Tana for Godo. And then I get the Godo. Godo will get the Helm. Move to combat Ardenn and Helm both triggers. I will resolve first Ardenn, attach the Helm to Godo, and then Helm will see that it's attached to Godo, and I get infinite combats until I kill all of you.
Ooh. Yeah, good game. Well played.
Yeah.
That was hot.
Games like this are really why CDH takes another level of skill because there are so many different variables involved and you don't always know what's the best course of action. And without that information, you really can't make the best choice sometimes. It's easy to look back on it afterwards and say, oh, like they didn't have interaction or you should have done this or that, but you can't do that. Dylan really had the win and he did second guess himself a little bit, but when that happens, your opponents in CDH can sometimes take advantage of that. Unfortunately for me, I felt like I just took the win from Dylan, gave it to Cicada, but it was my best option that maybe something could have happened, and I actually had a lot that I could have done on my turn. So this is just a really interesting part of CDH, and these are the games that, although sometimes feel a little rough, you know, they don't end exactly how you expect them to, I learned so much and they're so fun, and I hope that the players experience that too. For Game 2, we are all staying with the same commanders, and Ben's starting hand includes Great Furnace, Rugged Prairie, Chrome Mox, Paradise Mantle, Rograk, Son of Rogra, Mana Vault, and a Braid. Cicada's starting hand includes Brushland, Tarnished Citadel, Temple Garden, Deafening Silence, Pyroblast, Endurance, and Elish Nord Grand Cenobite mulligan to the bottom. My starting hand includes 2 islands, Mystic Remora, Back to Basics, with an island, Merchant Scroll, and Tanglewire mulligan to the bottom. Dylan's starting hand includes City of Brass, Talisman of Indulgence, Simian Spirit Guide, Windfall, and 3 cards mulligan to the bottom. Alright, here's Game 2.
I will drop for turn. Play land for turn. Play Chromox, and I'm gonna exile a Braid, and I'll play a Ragavan here, and I'm gonna play Mana Vault, and I will pass.
Draw for turn, Temple Garden, and Deafening Silence. Pass the turn.
Alright, draw for turn. There is my 1 saving grace, maybe. We'll see if it lives. Mystic Remora. Pass turn.
Draw card. City of Brass. I'm going to lose 1 life off of the City of Brass and cast Imperial Seal. We'll lose a total of 3, Find a card. Pass turn.
I'll untap and draw. All right, so I played a Rugged Prairie for turn. Dylan, I'm going to swing at you.
It's a dockside.
I'm going to tap 2. I'll cast the dockside. I'll use one of my treasures, and then I'm going to tap for Koll. Cast my 1 non-creature spell this turn. Paradise Mantle.
Remora.
I will not pay for it. Pass the turn.
I'm going to play a Tarnished Citadel, and I'm going to give Carlos 1 card by casting Skull Clamp. Pass.
I actually have a response to your Skull Clamp until misstep. Okay, untap, I'll pay for it. Draw a card, play an island, and pass the turn.
Draw. Exile a Simian Spirit Guide for a red mana and cast Talisman of Indulgence. Pass turn.
Well, I'll untap and I'll draw for turn.
Ben, on your upkeep before you draw, I'm going to lose 3 and Pyroblast the Remora.
I'll draw.
I'll go to attack phase, and I'm going to swing everything at Sequeira.
That's 5, and you get a City of Brass.
I'll go ahead and I'll cast a Kobold.
Yeah, I'll Force of Will that.
I'll just cast Frog Rack, and then with that, I will pass turn.
Draw. So play Brushland as land for turn, and play Ardenn. Pass.
Yeah, end of turn, I'm going to Pongify your Rograk then.
So I get a 3/3 monkey.
Yeah, Green Ape. Draw for turn. Play an island. I'm going to Time Twister.
In response, I will tap for a white and a something, and I'll destroy Deafening Silence. Draw 7, right?
Yeah. Yep, that's it. Pass turn.
Untap. Draw a card. Play an Ancient Tomb. Land for turn. Cast Lion's Eye Diamond. And I'll just pass it from there.
Untap. Play land for turn. I'll play a Kobold. I'll tap for 3 colorless. I'm going to use this to create 2 red. And I'll use the first part of it to cast Treasonous Ogre. Let's tap for a red, and I'll use a treasure to create another red, and I'll use that to cast Goblin Matron. So I'll do a Goblin Recruiter to my hand. I'll go ahead and pay 6 life using Treasonous Ogre. Creates 2 red mana. I'll attempt to cast. So I'm recruiting the Dockside Extortionist, Prospector, Goblin Engineer. I will shuffle my library, put those 3 on the top in any order. I'll pay 9 life to add 3 mana, and I'll attempt to cast Wheel, 7. Attempt to cast a Lotus Petal, and then Mox Opal. I'll pay 3 life to make a red mana. Cast Skirk Prospector. Tap for 1, discard 1, and I'll pay 6 to add 2 more. I'll tap Inventor's Stare to sack it and search my library for an artifact card, reveal it, put it into my hand. Full Clamp to hand. I will use a treasure. Go down to 1. I'm going to attempt to cast Skull Clamp using Skirk Prospector. I'm going to sack the Recruiter. You know what? I'll just use 3 more life to equip the Skull Clamp. I'm going to equip it to Matron. She'll die. Return to my hand. I'll draw 2 cards for Koll. 3 more mana or 3 more life. Go down to 12. I'm going to cast Mer Moon Vessel. I'm going to spend 3 more life to equip it. It'll pop it back to my hand. I'll draw 2 cards. I'll use this mana to cast Fervent Champion. No, I can't. I will have to. I'll take 3 life to do that. And I can equip it for free. Just equip, tap to create a mana, then equip Skull Clamp, returns it to my hand, netting me a mana and 2 cards every time I do that.
I got no responses. You guys got anything?
No. And then eventually,
good game.
To win, you get Mortipod and shoot us all, right?
Yeah, Mortipod. Oof.
Very
Finally.
good. Good game. Good game. Well played.
With Dylan and I having to mulligan down to 4 cards and the amazing start that Ben had, the game was all but written in the stars. I don't want to say that to deny Ben's win. He really has been piloting Koll for a little while now, doing amazing, and I think Koll should not be underestimated, as you've seen here. Another big thank you to Dylan and Cicada for being on our show today. I had a blast playing with them. I hope you'll go check out their content and follow them across all the socials. You won't regret it. If you've been enjoying our content this year, I'm happy to announce that this is only the beginning. 2022 is going to be our best year yet, and I really hope that you come along for the ride. The best way is to subscribe if you haven't already. And also consider becoming a patron. If you're watching this right now, you're the one that I want to be one of our patrons. It's only $2 a month, which is basically $24 for the entire year. You get access to our Discord. We have giveaways. We do monthly game nights with all of our patrons, and our players actually play too. And there's a bunch more coming. You really won't want to miss it. And it's a way that you can really support us directly for relatively low cost. So if you've been on the fence, I really hope that this pushes you over and you join us for this next year. Either way, though, it's a blast having you here and being a part of this community. Thanks so much for an awesome 2021, and keep it nerdy.